Hey, good evening, Mountainside. It's your favorite live streaming professional. Although I do wish I could get some more likes and subscribers. The one thing about live streaming, I'm happy that we can live stream our services. I think about how much has changed in technology even over the last couple of years, and a church of our size probably wouldn't have been able to have these productions, at least to this quality that we have to this date. And for that, I am thankful. It seems like the perfect combination of time and resources have allowed us to be able to continue to serve a portion of our population that otherwise wouldn't be able to meet with us on Sunday mornings. And as happy as I am to be able to provide this service, it will never, and I mean it will never be as good as the real thing. There will always be glitches. And even major news corporations, ESPN, they have their live glitches. That's just part of trying to show something in real time. And that's just something that we have to deal with. And so I say this for all of you, the live stream will never be as good as the real thing. And so hopefully we can be back together as a full community as soon as possible. But I think that this has something to do with one of Satan's greatest lies. And that is this world is all there is. This world is absolute reality. One passage that always strikes me is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 5. The writer of Hebrews, he's contrasting these old and new covenants and the difference between the two systems. He writes, they serve at a sanctuary that is a copy and a shadow of what is in heaven. This is why Moses was warned that when he was about to build the tabernacle, see to it that you make everything according to the pattern that was shown on the mountain. First, imagine the pressure that has been placed upon Moses. God warns him to make the tabernacle. That's everything. Everything inside of it, everything that you would see leading up into the tabernacle, according to the pattern that was shown to him. So imagine this scene. Moses is given this glimpse of truth, this moment, this vision of reality. And then he has to copy, he has to make a physical representation of this reality so that the Israelites would have the opportunity and the ability to draw closer to God, for them to get the symbolism of what it means to be separated by the Holy of Holies and not be able to directly approach God. It gives this idea of who God is and who they are. But I think about this responsibility of Moses, and I can't even imagine. It takes me about 8 minutes of studying the back of a macaroni box to be able to make a decent side dish, and then I throw away the box, and I got to go dig it out of the trash again because I forgot what I was supposed to be, the time, the water, whatever it is. And here's Moses. He has to build an entire tabernacle based off of a pattern that he saw. Uh, it's unbelievable. But here's Moses creating something that reflects reality. The point that I want to make is the tabernacle was just a shadow. The tabernacle was just a, a representation of reality. And even though it was tangible by our means of comparison, it was just a shadow. It had no substance in comparison to the real thing. Fast forward to our future selves. Paul writes in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 42 through 44, he's answering a question about what will it be when we are resurrected? What is it going to be like? And I think that's a natural question for all of us. We want to know what the next phase will be like. And so this is what Paul writes. He said, so it will be with the resurrection of the dead. The body that is sown is perishable. It is raised imperishable. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. If there is a natural body, there is also a spiritual body. So this temporary body, this world that I experience is not reality. It's not all that there is. Paul uses the word sown, and he even talks about seeds. And so, the same way that an acorn produces an oak, so will this physical temporary body produce something that is, by comparison, powerful, glorified, more majestic than what I have now. And so I repeat that the temporary will never be as good as the real thing. Good night, and God bless.